Hello everyone, today's video is about the side quest Battle of the Frogs and Mice. The quest kicks off after completing either the Frogs or Mice side quest. Depending on your previous choices, you'll align with either Innkeeper Proshek of Takov or Old Obram of Zhelejov as they prepare for their annual confrontation over the disputed pasture. You can choose to escalate the fight using persuasion or brute force to tip the odds in your favor, or take a more diplomatic approach by consulting Bailiff Thrush and uncovering historical records that reveal the true owner of the land. The outcome depends on your actions. Will you settle the feud peacefully, or will the battle rage on for another year? You can check the playthrough video right after this.
Go! Quick! Oh, whoa! I'm done with the sheep.
Ha ha! Great! How did it go? Tell me!
Well, I scattered their sheep like you wanted.
That's perfect!
I also trampled their laundry, like you mentioned.
You did? That must have been quite unpleasant for them. They'll have to start over.
Alshik ran like the wind after I slipped him that specialty of yours.
What a sight that must have been!
Aye. I reckon he's still throwing up.
You've taken care of everything. You deserve a reward. And with a bit on top as well. Like I promised. Since you did such a good job.
Thanks, Obram.
Don't mention it. You're a handy fella. But you could be even better. With my help, of course. They say I'm a good teacher. And listen, one more thing. We'll be meeting the Takovites soon to discuss the pasture they stole from us. I'd like you to come with us. If you're not against it, that is.
So, what else do you have in store for those Takovites?
I'll tell you, friend. We're going to meet the Takovites in our pasture and try to sort it out. And if we don't get through to them, we'll kick their arses. Will you come with us?
Why not? I've already stolen a maypole and scattered some sheep.
You will? You're really in it with us, up to your ears. Well, I reckon it won't be much fun this time. We meet in the pasture regularly, and it's always the same. I try to explain everything to Proshek, but he doesn't listen to me. The thieving thief. I suppose we'll fight then. Don't worry. When the Takovites see you, they won't want to mess with us.
Wouldn't you and Proshek rather make up? You've had the pasture split in half for years, and it's worked so far, hasn't it?
You're starting to sound like the Troskowitz Bailiff Thrush. He kept wanting to get involved. But to say the pasture ours in front of the Takovites, that he won't do.
But what if I talk to him? Maybe I can convince him to help us.
I wouldn't bet on it. Last time, he told me and Proshek he'd put us in the stocks if we keep bothering him.
You know what? I'll go have a talk with Thrush. Would you wait for me for a bit?
All right, but be quick. And don't you dare team up with them Takovites.
Whoa!
Careful.
I came because of the arguments between Takov and Zhelejov.
What happened this time? Did Obram piss in Proshek's ale barrels again like last year?
No, but they're getting ready to meet up and beat each other up.
Let them do it then! Maybe a few knocks to the skull will do them good, and they'll leave me alone.
How did the arguments between the Takovites and Zhelejovites start, anyway?
What do I know? I was a young lad back then, but it's all because of that bloody pasture. Both villages claim that it belongs to them, but nobody has any evidence. So they split it in half, but neither side is particularly happy about it.
Shouldn't you find out who the damn pasture belongs to then, Bailiff?
Why should I? Let them eat each other for all I care. In the worst case, I'll put them all in the stocks. That should sort them out.
I'm sure you have enough worries as is. And the Takovites and Zhelejovites are just wasting your time. Wouldn't it be worth it to sort it out?
That it would. Bandits are running wild. My daughter is leaving the house. I don't have time for those morons right now. How the fuck am I supposed to find out who the pasture belongs to? I looked in the chronicle. Things like that tend to be there. But Bailiff Brada, who was here before me, must have been a lunatic. You'd have to be mad to make any sense of that book.
Then let me have a look. I may not be mad, but maybe I'll find something you overlooked. You won't have to worry about anything.
You want to touch such a rare book with those filthy peasant hands? Have you lost your mind?
Filthy peasant hands? Do you know how many books I've read? And I never fold corners. If there's anything actually useful in the Chronicle, I'll find it.
Fine, have it your way. Maybe you'll manage to make some sense of Brada's bullshit. But if I find out you've even opened that book too harshly, you'll have me to answer to. Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
This Latin phrase looks important. Otherwise it wouldn't be written in red, would it? Fecit ordinem in region ope claviferae. I should try to find somebody who could translate it for me.
God rest his soul.
And get this, Miller Bolshka says he was in the water at least a week.
Coffers were empty even before. I have to go now. Good afternoon.
I need to translate something from Latin. You're an educated man, aren't you? Would you help me?
Why not? It's nice to see simple folk wanting to get educated. What is it you need translated?
Fecit ordinem in regione ope claviferae.
That's definitely Latin, but what could it mean? In regione is obvious. That's in the country, or region. Fecit ordinem is something like to bring order. And claviferae means iron spike, or maybe nail. So, brought order to the region with the help of an iron nail? Where did you hear that nonsense?
That's not important. The main thing is I know what it means, and hopefully it'll help me in my work. Thank you. Ka! Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Ah, here's the damn nail. Obram and Proshek won't be happy. Ka! Whoa. From now on, the entire pasture belongs to Zhelejov. Obram will be glad. Go! Ka! Whoa! I finally found the damn border between the Takov and Zhelejov parts of the pasture.
How the hell did you manage that?
I found it in that chronicle of yours. It wasn't easy, but we can finally put an end to all that endless fighting.
Oh, about fucking time. So then, are you sure you found the right place?
Definitely. Bailiff Brada took iron nails and used them to mark the border so that people wouldn't forget where it is. One of them is in the oak tree on the pasture.
That's nice of him and all, but he could have fucking told somebody about it. Who can make sense of those writings of his? At least Obram and Proshek will leave us alone now. Go to them, and when you all meet in the pasture, I'll ride over and settle this nonsense once and for all. And if those two start arguing again, I'll be hammering nails into their arses instead of trees.
Quick! Go! Ka!
Whoa!
Ow!
Whoa!
Don't you see me walking here?
All right, I'm ready now. Let's go to the pasture and have a word with the Takovites.
Excellent. Come, let's tell the others, and we'll send for the fucker Proshek.
Well, Zhejevovites, did you miss us?
Of course they did. I reckon they hardly slept a wink. Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around in Zhelejov too.
You see? They're provoking us again. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard, right over there.
You know what? Now you'll get smacked around here too.
Enough! Does anybody here have anything better to do?
Thrush? What are you doing here?
This shouldn't concern you, Bailiff. We'll just beat those bastards' arses and go home.
Don't you think there's been enough fighting and nonsense?
I won't tolerate this nonsense in my territory.
Tell that to the Zheljevovites. Maybe they'll finally get it into their thick heads that this pasture is ours.
In your dreams, you Takovite swine!
Kurva! Be quiet already!
This whole pasture belongs to Zhelejov. From the orchard all the way to that oak tree, there's a nail stuck in it, marking the border.
Fantastic! That's what I've been saying this whole time.
That's not possible. How much did Obram pay you to say that?
How do you know? You're not even from around here.
But unlike you, yokels, he can read. It's all there, black on white, in the Troskowitz chronicle. So you'll obey it and finally give it a rest.
They've done so much to hurt us. They should have to make it up to us. Make them pay.
None of that. They're the ones always provoking us. You know what? Let's give them a nice final bashing.
Knock it off already. Haven't you had enough of all this senseless arguing over the years? All those worthless problems and wasted time? Can't you just shake hands and make up?
That's right. From this point forward, this dispute is over. And if I hear about anyone causing trouble again, I'll have you all clapped in the pillory. Together. Now pack up and go home.
What a shame.
So, how does it feel to have the conflict with the Takovites sorted after all those years?
What can I say? I'll miss it a bit. But I'm sure we'll come up with a new way to have some laughs at their expense. But don't think I've forgotten thanks to whom the pasture is finally rightfully ours. You deserve a reward for your help. So you don't go around saying we Zhejevovites don't know how to show our appreciation.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy content like this? Be sure to check out the channel and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.